Good afternoon. Thank you so much for coming on this exciting day and for being here. Just want to mention, first of all, I want to recognize the members of the board of the Galax Theatre Guild, the members of the Arts Council board, Laura, our director. Thank you all so much for coming out this afternoon. I'm so excited because in thinking about the stage, the word opportunity kept coming to my head. Many people ignore opportunity. Some people seize opportunity. The members of the Theatre Guild and Carol Waddell certainly have seized an opportunity in this community. And I want to thank them and honor all of you who have participated in the many theater events, the many Arts Council events, the many events, presentations that have been sponsored by the Galax Theatre Guild, and for all the hours that you have taken and used to better your community. The opportunity that I see with this stage is so far-reaching. There are children who might see their first play here. There are people who might hear a musical instrument that they didn't know that they could play, and they might try it because they might come here and see this. There are many, many opportunities. The list is just as far as your imagination. And I'd like to welcome our mayor. Welcome, Mayor. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. But I do believe it was warmer when we broke ground in January than it was today. But thank you so much anyway for coming out. But I appreciate this opportunity that all of you have provided to our community. So I would like to turn this over to Laura Romanowski, the Executive Director of the Arts Council.
I'm going to actually let the mayor say a few words, and then I just have one brief thing to read, and then we'll have ribbon cutting, and then we will party on with One Foot on Earth. So without further ado, the mayor of Galax, Mr. Mitchell.
Thank you. Good afternoon. You know, somewhere tucked in amongst all of our personalities, you know, there's a creative spirit in there somewhere. And there's an artistic spirit in there somewhere too, although I've never found mine. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. But you know, to have a facility like this gives us, you know, just one more venue for folks to express their artistic ability and their creative spirit. And there are a lot of things that you know, that come together to make a community really strong and a really good place to live. You know, libraries and schools, medical facilities, all of those things that come together, you know, that makes us a community. And the sort of the performing arts is one of those things that just makes a community just a little bit more special. And it's just a real pleasure to be here this afternoon to participate in the opening of this facility. And I know, you know, over time, folks are going to just have a grand time here in this setting. Where, you know, you could not picture a more pretty place than here under the trees, and kind of sitting out there on the benches and just having an enjoyable afternoon or evening watching someone's creative spirit. So it's quite an honor to be here. Thank you very much.
One hand clapping. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Laura. I'm the director of the Arts Council, and when I took this job almost 2 years ago, I walked behind the building and I was peeking around and I was like, why isn't there a stage back here? So I personally want to thank the Galax Theatre Guild and Carol Waddell for moving under the umbrella for the arts with the Arts Council, so that we had a real driving force and a reason to build this stage because personally I've wanted it here for 2 years. And I have spent the last year getting to know Carol Waddell and working with the members of the Theatre Guild on Nonsense, and now on our next play, which is coming out in June 1st, Kitchen Witches. It'll be at the Courthouse in Independence, actually. And it'll be starring Karen Stevens and our very own Miss Stephanie Dees as dueling cooking show hosts who really don't like each other. So mayhem will ensue. But to the matter today. Today is the dedication and the ribbon cutting for the Galax Theatre Guild and the Carol Waddell stage. And I have a message for Carol. Jim and I, Carol's 2 sons, so much wish we could be there in Galax to join our mother in her well-deserved recognition for her years of work in establishing and helping grow and nurture the Galax Theatre Guild. Since it is said that nothing is truly work if you enjoy it, her efforts might better be termed a labor of love. It was then a love that greatly benefited not only those who yearned for an outlet for their creativity or a voice for their spirit and music, but it has been a love that was to ultimately enrich our mountain community. Over the years, many witnessed the performances of the Galax Theatre Guild, and outsiders were all astonished at the level of professionalism and talent in its productions. It makes Jim and I very proud that our mother was the spark that lit the flame which still burns today. So many of our friends, classmates, and colleagues laughed, cried, rejoiced at productions of The Music Man, South Pacific, children's theater shows, and other productions too numerous to mention. Congratulations, Mom, on a job well done. You deserve the accolades. So if my ribbon holders will gather, and Carol, if you will join Cindy, we will have our official ribbon cutting, and then we will enjoy One Foot on the Earth. And the mayor is going to join us as well on our ribbon cutting. Ready? Wait a minute. Whenever April says she's ready. Cut!